Peace and blessings, everybody. My name is Slate Stone Music. Welcome to the Plug Room, where you can plug your business, plug your brand. Here at the Plug Room, we are all about community development, which is building people and linking people with people. If you find interest, value, or if you just want to share it out, send us your comments, critiques, whatever, visit theplugroom.com. Follow my mentors at Brother Ben X, at Jake Taylor Jacobs, the ABS firm, the ABS tribe, hashtag the plug room. Tap in with us. Don't forget that here at the plug room, we're about building. So today we will be tapping in with a motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs all around the world. And without further ado, let's tap in with our brother, Merch Life J. Peace and blessings, brother.
What's up? What's up? How you feel? How you feel?
Man, I feel all right. How about yourself?
I'm excellent, man. You already know I'm excited. I'm enthusiastic, man. Yes, sir. All of that, man.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate your time. For those that don't know who Merch Life J is, who are you and what are you known for?
Well, like you said, I'm a motivational, inspirational speaker for parentpreneurs across the globe. But besides that, man, I'm the book wizard, man. I am the author. You feel me? I'm not only the author of my story, but I help other people become the authors of the literal authors of their story. You understand? So I help people publish their books, get their books written, get their thoughts on paper, all types of things like that. I specifically specialize in helping entrepreneurs turn their business into a book because it further legitimizes your knowledge on the subject, for one. And for two, it's another form of building generational wealth. It's another form of making sure that your grandkids will be getting paid off of something you did before they were even thought of, or, well, before they were even born. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what was your genesis as far as Merch Life J and being a parentpreneur? How did that brand begin and evolve?
Well, the Merch Life system was born out of circumstance and created an excitement. So what happened was, me being a single parent at 19, I started to use the skills that I already had, because I didn't have time to go to school and learn a skill. So I started to use what was already innately in me, to be able to feed myself and to be able to fend for my son, so that we didn't have to go to other people, you know what I'm saying, to basically take care of ourselves. So Merch Life stands for Mastering Excellence Requires Consistent Hard Work, Living Infinitely Fun and Excited. All right, so so behind the scenes, when it comes down to selling stuff, everybody believes that Merch Life is just about, going selling stuff and things of that nature, when in actuality it's more of an ideology or a lifestyle, you see. So there's a system that we live by. It's actually called the system. Hold up, William. It's in this book right here, The Science of Winning. And I got my son on the cover for, like I said, for generational wealth purposes. So yeah, he get $1 every time I sell one of these books, by the way. But
No.
The Science of Winning basically details the entire system, and that system, like I said, is a lifestyle. It's how I've been successful since I created the system out of circumstance, like I said, and just being able to do for self before I even knew anything about Farrakhan or anybody telling me that I should do for self. This is why I believe that Islam is not a religion; it's a way of life. Because if God told me this, and he told you this, and he told that guy this, and none of us talked to each other, but we all was on the same wave, and then came together, that's bigger than all of us. You see what I'm saying? That's something different. So, again, like, it's just, it was born out of real life. You know what I'm saying? It's not a gimmick. It's not just a name that I say. It's like it's actually how I live every single day.
Yes, sir. Why did you choose this as your lane or your path in business and in life?
I didn't choose it, man. It chose me. It really did. It chose me, and then it goes along with my purpose, because my natural gift is communication. So all of the things that entail that, mass communication and being involved in media, and now literature, and being a motivational speaker, all of these things involve communication. So it chose me. It came to me as a way out. people the different types of ways that they can get out of whatever situation, whatever hell they're in, whether it be environmental, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever it is. You know, there's a path within the merch. You feel me? To get you out of that.
Yes, sir. And what is the acronym or breakdown of Merch Life again?
Mastering excellence requires consistent hard work, living infinitely fun and excited. So you cannot have the life until you master the merch. And the merch is really yourself, because once you master yourself, then you can master anything. So you have to master that excellence. It requires consistent hard work. I don't care if you trying to build 30-inch biceps. To master that excellence is going to require consistent hard work. I don't care if you're trying to run a mile in 30 seconds. You're going to have to practice. You're going to have to fail at it a bunch of times. You're going to I don't care what you're trying to do. Whatever you're trying to master excellence at, it's going to require consistent hard work. And that's what the merch stands for. Then the living infinitely fun and excited is the reward, is the actual process, not destination, right? Because it's not about the trophy. It's what it took to get the trophy. It's how you got there to get that trophy. So the entire journey of you mastering everything, the me in it, is what's going to bring you the life part. And the life part is you actually living, because everybody can exist. We can all be alive, but like you actually living means that you are growing and progressing every day. Think about nature. There's nothing in nature that just stops growing naturally and is not dead. So if you're not growing, you're dying. So in order to have life, in order to live infinitely fun and excited, you must be mastering excellence at something. You must be consistently working hard at something at all times. Or if you're not growing, you're dying. And that's the ideology of Merch Life.
Indeed. How long has Merch God been in the business of Merch Life?
I would say since 2010, man, since 2010. But for real, I was born into this. So officially actually coining the name Merch Life has been since 2010. But selling stuff, bro, I used to, man, listen, Pokemon cards, Pop-Tarts, like whatever I can get my hands on. So like, even if you're not about to get your free lunch at school, let me get your lunch number. I'm gonna go sell this to the kids that be buying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to do stuff like that, man. Like it don't even matter. Getting candy, a big old bag of candy and selling that joint. So like I said, I was born into this, but the term was coined in 2010.
Yes, sir. What is your why? Why do you do what you do as far as Merch Life?
Well, overall, it's the bigger picture is really not about me. It's to bring life to the dead through knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And I feel like the only way to do that, and of course to reestablish the original man's rightful place as the dominant society on this earth, in the universe, really starting with the earth. But in order to even ignite that type of movement, which I don't believe will happen in my lifetime, I think it's already happening, but it won't be achieved within my lifetime. But in order to snowball effect that and continue to enlighten everybody that comes in my path, because now that I have this platform, I feel like I have a responsibility to say the right thing. I can't just get on there and do anything and say anything, right? I need to use what's been given to me for a good purpose. And I believe that purpose is, like I said, to bring life to the dead. So my why is really to influence as many people as possible to change the condition that we as a people are in right now. Like no matter what, no, that's what the YARC stands for. The YARC is my clothing line. It stands for you already know. So whether you a Muslim, a Christian, a Hebrew Israelite, I don't care if you an atheist or whatever you are, we all know that we have a common issue. So with that being said, you already know. And that's why it's on the fist. And that's why the fist is the emblem of the YARC, because we gotta get out of this situation. No matter what we gonna beef about or argue about afterwards, let's just take care of this bully first. and then keep it moving. You know what I mean? So like that's my whole thing. With Merch Life, with the you already know, with everything. Like that's my end goal. At the end of the day, I want to unite all Black and brown people, and I want them to take over the world, like literally. literally, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally take over the world. And I don't mean that in any malicious or bad way or anything like that. I mean, just be where we are supposed to be. That's all I'm asking.
Right?
Yeah. You feel me? I just wanted to be even. I just wanted to be fair. Like, just be where we supposed to be. Can we just do that together? And then we can argue about who God is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, you feel me? We can do that later, man.
Yes, sir. What makes Merch Life and Merch God unique?
What makes me unique, man? What makes the God unique is that I have the ability. Go upstairs, man. I have the ability to manifest and to create literally anything that I can imagine. So when I know that I created the entire term, the ideology. There's a book called Merchology, all of that. Everything that I created out of Merch Life has now begotten other people that are inspired, and I won't call them followers because they're inspired to create their own, whatever they want to call it, right? And I think what makes me unique is that with me, it's not really about making a bunch of little merch lives, a bunch of little merchandisers or things like that. I want to create a network of people that are creating networks of people. You know what I mean? So that's what makes me unique. I'm not really trying to really I got to be in the spotlight in order to build what I'm trying to build. But what I'm trying to build is not for me to be in the spotlight. It's for me to shine the spotlight on multiple other people that need to be seen. For real.
That's what it's about right there. That's
yes,
really
sir.
what it's about. What value would you say Merch Life and Yark and Merch God bring to this universe and to this world and to the business, to the industry, to the people around you that know you? What overall value do you bring?
I mean, that's a very good question. I mean, as far as the internet goes, I mean, when it comes to value, I'm gonna give, and not just the internet. It doesn't matter where I'm speaking or what type of broadcast it is, well, whether it be the internet or in person. I'm going to bring the type of perspective that is going to allow everyone to eliminate any barrier they have to not work together, to eliminate any barrier that they have that's going to stop them from completing all of our end goal at the end of the day. And what I mean by that is everybody wants wealth, everybody wants health, and everybody wants peace, right? So if the philosophy of Merch Life is a way or a pathway for everyone to come together and unify on common terms without it being like, yeah, we unified, but this is the leader or that's the leader. Like, I believe that value is invaluable. I believe that there is no price on that because I'm like the Fred Hampton of this era. You feel me? I can get people that wanted to kill each other yesterday to shake hands today. I've done it before. So I don't that as far as value, that's the first thing I could think of. You feel me? Is actually uniting people that wouldn't otherwise even hear what each other have to say.
Yes, sir. That's definitely valuable. And also that's partly part of the answer, I guess you could say, to my next question, which is what solutions do you provide as Merch God? What solutions do you provide as Merch Life for those who are introduced to Merch Life? What problems do you solve?
I mean, all right. So like on a smaller scale, I solved the problem of not having a book attached to your business. That's one for that one, right? On another smaller scale, I solved the problem of you needing to smell nice for whatever occasion, because I do the body oils as well. Philly.oils on Instagram. You already know, go follow them. And then on the largest scale possible, I would say that I infect the minds with the opposite of what the opposing team is infecting them with. And when I say that, I mean I introduce a different level. I introduce a different level of unity, if you will. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, bet. So I introduce a different level of unity, if you will, and like I said, man, I can't stress that enough. I believe that the combination of our forces as people is the detriment of our enemies. I really believe that, and I want it to be on a scale so large that because all right, so this is the bottom line, right? And this is the play, because every time we gather or we become a threat, if you will, to the enemy, they somehow have the leader of this sect or this threat eliminated in some way, shape, or form, right? Now, and we know they've tried to do it to Farrakhan multiple times, right? So we know that that's what they do, right? But in duplication of what the nation has already done, for the people that are, for whatever reason, resistant to what the nation believes, right? I feel as though creating leaders within the community is the only way to alleviate the problem or potential problem of a leader being eliminated. What if they said, oh, we're gonna kill Merch Life J, and then he dies, but it's 12 other people that now, he died. All right, bet. So now it's 12 other people that are gonna do what I did times 10. And then they not only are they there doing what I was doing now, you just made it worse because you killed me. Now you got 12 more of me to worry about. But they've also trained up 24 other people each. So I don't even know what 12 times 24 is right now. But then you got that many problems to worry about if you eliminate one of them.
Yeah.
So I believe that creating leaders, no matter the religious ideology, creating leaders within our community is the only way that we are going to get through what we are about to go through. Because we can have leaders, and we can have leaders of one organization. We can have one organization on point, but without somebody like me that's going to be able to relate to people that don't really want to hear anything about, like, we can have a Hebrew Israelite, right? And he got all of these soldiers under him, right? And then we got Farrakhan over here, and he got an army. You know what I'm saying? But then these two armies will never work together because of how they feel about a certain subject. Who's to say that won't be the detriment of us? Who's to say that won't be the downfall of us? So when it comes to somebody because I've done this with opposing, like, gang members, bro. I done did this with people that had guns pointed at each other at the time. Like, so when it comes down to, like, really communicating and being able to relate to different cultures and different types of people, man, I'm telling you, man, that's the key. That's the key to building up the leadership on another level. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, we really got to get out of the mindset of just not listening to our brothers just because. And the nation is not like that. I don't know nobody that's in the nation that's ever been that way. But I'm talking about these other religious groups. I'm talking about other people, or just regular civilians in general, that are like, oh, you believe that? Oh, now I can't even watch your videos. I can't talk to you. I can't listen to you. I can't even be around you. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very common in our community. And why is it? Is because we're pitted against each other. But that's why I said I infect the minds with the opposite of what the enemy is, because the enemy is infecting our minds with stay to yourself. Don't deal with people that don't believe in what you believe in, or look like you, or talk like you, or act like you.
Yeah. Deconditioning, unlearning, fighting the psychological warfare, dealing with the cognitive dissonance. Most definitely, my brother. How do you give back to the community?
Man, I need to give back more, man. But the way I would say the way that I give back the most is I give books away from time to time, but not really so often since the pandemic, but I'll give away, because I have children's books as well, like this one here. This is called My Mother Is Part 2. This is the sequel to My Mother Is Part 1, and some nice pictures in there and stuff like that. But I give away children's books to like specific schools. Sometimes though, but I really haven't done much, like I said, since like March of last year. Yeah.
Yeah, the pandemic has changed up a lot of ways that we do things.
Yes,
Uh, as far as Merch Life, the brand and the company, are you currently taking internships, hiring? If people want to work with you or utilize your services, how do they go about doing that?
yes, sir. I am currently taking internships, but if anybody wanted to intern, they would just have to DM Merch Life Publishing or um, message us on Facebook under the same name, Merch Life Publishing. As far as the services go, everything is at iamtheauthor.org. Iamtheauthor.org. When you get there, the first thing you'll see is the course. There's actually a course on how to self-publish. So when you take this course, you can learn everything from all the way. You can even learn how to build a calendar and print a calendar, but all the way from calendars to ebooks, 6x9 books, 5x7, whatever size you want, an ebook, a paperback, or the hard copy. So with the course, you learn a lot of different things. But the website, if you click on catalog, it also has the publishing services there, to where if you just wanted to pay for it to be done and you didn't want to do it yourself. But yeah, they both are available right now. I'm the author.org. My site is actually under construction at the moment. So if you about to pull it up at this moment, give it about another hour or so.
Yes, sir.
It should be good by then.
Yes, sir. How do you keep yourself separate from other authors, other people that are motivational speakers? What's the product separation factor for Merch Life versus the others in your same industry?
Well, I mean, the product separation is just the unique delivery. I would have to say that nobody writes a book like me, and I'm not just saying that. I would have to say that nobody's videos are like mine. I would definitely bet money on that. And I will also say that it's a different vibe, man, when you're doing it because you're not doing it to get something out of it. When you're doing it because you know it's needed, right? Like this digital real estate is going to be around forever. Like everything that I'm creating is intentionally created to affect people for hundreds of years, not just in 2021. You know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, that's how I create content. I want people to pull up a meme 10 years from now and be like, you remember this, John? Yeah, look what Merch Life is doing now. You know what I'm saying? So think Dr. Seuss, think Walt Disney, the positive things. Think Nickelodeon. Think, you know what I'm saying, the Cosby Show, also the positive things. Think it's a shame that we have to say stuff like that now. But think, you know what I'm saying? Think about American pastimes. Like think about when you think Merch Life, think about Universal Studios. Think about, you know what I mean? Think about something that you know is going to be around longer than we're going to be alive. Think Steve Jobs and Apple. Like I'm not Merch Life is not going anywhere, even when I leave.
Yes, sir. So to think for you, for viewers and the audience that you're talking to and talking to us, to say to think of Merch Life on that level, your impact has to be great. So with that being said, my next question is, what confirmations have you had on your impact, or how does Merch Life or Merch God impact people to be, how are you impacting people, like you said, not only for 2021 but for 100 years later?
Right. So with the series of children's books, right? And then so children's books are one thing, but when it comes to, like I said, becoming a household name in marketing and media is which is the goal for Merch Life, and that's how we're going to reach our biggest goal. But when it comes to doing that, you have to not only have, I'm starting with books, right? I'm starting with the books and the online videos. But when I get to the point where, because I have a plan to do 320K runs within the next 3 months, right? So in 3 months, I should have a roughly 45K, 60K with expenses is around 45K. So once I begin the television network, right? Once I have my own TV station, once I have a duplicate, whatever YouTube is, I'm going to create a different one and things of that nature. So I want to, like I said, influence the masses. So I don't just want to talk to people in Philly or just people in Texas or just people in one state. I want to actually affect people around the world like I do on the internet. And you know how Tyler Perry got the Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta? I want something like that, but I want something bigger than that, like my own radio syndicate, to the point where I don't just have a satellite floating around the earth. I have an entire station on the moon that broadcasts to the earth that only people with this specific HD antenna can get the signal and watch what is going on the Merch Life Network right now. You know what I mean? Because we can talk all day about social engineering and things like that and how the masses are influenced by the media. But who is fighting back and who actually has a plan written down to combat the negative images that we are actually seeing every day, to combat the massive amount of advertisement that we're exposed to against our will every single day? Who's combating that? Like nobody's really talking about how we're mentally and spiritually influenced by the things that we see every day, whether we're looking at them or not. So that's really where I want to go with it, man. But right now, as far as the impact right now, the books, you see, I got 2 different accounts with over 10K followers. I got the TikTok with over 10K followers. You feel me? The freaking what's it called? The YouTube, I'm building that joint up. So, you know, get excited, man. That's where the impact is right now. But you know, it's a process. It's a process.
Yes, sir. Definitely is a process. My last 2 questions for you. How important is networking to you and your brand?
Man, networking is the lifeblood of Merch Life, because I'll tell you like this: the illustrator for, not this one, the illustrator for my first children's book, I wouldn't have got the book done without him. The illustrator for my second children's book, totally different illustrator. Books look totally different. Wouldn't have got that book done without him. The reason why I know how to self-publish, a mentor that I met through a direct marketing, like what's it called, multi-level marketing business, networking. See what I'm saying? So networking is literally the lifeblood of Merch Life. If there wasn't for networking, there would probably wouldn't even be, Merch Life wouldn't exist. It wouldn't exist because I would have never even met the people who triggered the actions I took to create the idea to even think of the name Merch Life. So yeah, networking is literally the catalyst, the catalyst of Merch Life.
Yes, sir. And my last question is, how has the ABS Tribe, the ABS Tribe Network been of value, that whole process, the whole system been of value to you and your brand?
Oh man, listen, invaluable. I can't even tell you, like I can't even explain. Listen, man. All right, so remember when I said networking was the catalyst? Networking was also the networking with the ABS Tribe was also the catalyst to Merch Life Publishing becoming an actual company versus just an idea. So I was doing direct marketing door to door. Like I said, the pandemic happened. I couldn't go outside anymore because 1, nobody's outside. 2, everything is closed. So even if they are outside, there's nowhere to find them, man. I don't know where all the people are. I can't sell them anything. So that's how that happened. And then I became familiar with digital real estate through the pandemic, right? I was already a part of the ABS night school before it was the ABS Tribe. So I already was getting into the videos, building up my Instagram so that I could create a stream of income online. Then I was introduced to the fact that there's like 8 businesses inside of me. So I was like, oh snap, which one are we going to tackle first? So man, the ABS Tribe is like the catalyst to the birth of Merch Life Publishing. Yeah. So it's invaluable, man. It's invaluable. That's why I'm still in there. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yart. I appreciate your time, my brother. I appreciate you for sharing the jewels you shared, your value, your brand, your path, your journey.
Thank you, man.
Much love and success, respect on your advancements. Before you go, plug your business, plug your brand, let people know where they need to tap in with you at, brother.
Listen, man, y'all gotta subscribe to Merch Life Network on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. But you know, you can find me anywhere on every platform, even fan base. Merch Life J. You already know it's Merch Life J, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for having me, bro. Appreciate y'all for watching, and get excited, man. Get excited. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, my brother. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay 1000, man. Stay doing the work that you're doing, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace. That's another episode of the Plug Room. We just tapped in with Merch Life J, Merch God. I am the Arthur.org. Make sure you visit and build with him. Plug in. We thank you for tapping in at the Plug Room. Visit networkabs.com. Check in on @BrotherBenX, @JakeTaylorJacobs, theplugroom.com. Do not forget to measure yourself to yourself, not to what the others have done. Always strive to be better tomorrow. Do you? Be honest, be creative, and stay 1000. I'm Slate Stone Music. This is the Plug Room.